Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Ask Bella How. Sorry for the attire, but this is my work clothes. Okay, I need to cut these two pieces. I cut one by hand and it really was too hard, so I said, oh, just bring it down here and do it the right way. So I'm going to do a couple of things today. First, I have two cuts to make, and then I'm going to figure out why my electricity doesn't work. Okay, because normally when I'm cutting things, I have this extension and I just pull it out, use whatever tool and put it away. So the outlet doesn't work. So later on, I will tell you how to investigate if you have an outlet that doesn't work before you call an electrician. So that'll be another one. Okay, that doesn't work. So I ran an extension cord inside my house. I had two quick cuts to make. I have my circular saw, which luckily it's heavy. Okay, ladies, it is heavy, but you can do this. So my thumb is bad. I have a very bad arthritic thumb. So I can use these fingers and I can hold this grip. Now what I want to do is investigate my blade, do it sitting down, but make sure everything is good, make sure it's on the right level. And then I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to make sure nothing's in my way. But first let me show you these. Okay, these are the grips so that wood doesn't go flying out of place. You use WD-40. I make sure they're not too rusted out, so I've already WD-40'd. And I put one way over here, out of the way of the cut. I know the weight and the distance of my circular saw is going this way. So this is just to hold everything in place as it was there. Okay, so pick up this. Make sure your cord is well out of the way. Make sure nothing is in your drop zone. Make sure your pet's out of the way and that she's been warned. Mila, stay out. All right, she's sitting there guarding. Here we go, quick. Or set it down where the guard, I couldn't talk while I was cutting, but where the guard here, so it is there to protect you, right? And so once you start cutting with your spare hand, you'll lift this, I hope you can see this. Anyway, so that it'll go through the wood the rest of the way, but it's there to protect you, okay? So don't lose a finger. Okay, so I have one cut down, there it is. I got one more to go, so all I have to do with this clamp, all I have to do, there's a release lever here, and if everything is working, that will slide out and in. You see that? That's for your major distances. Then when you get it close to being tight, I'll show you here. Okay, I got it. I use this lever to get it pretty close, all right? And then I let go of that one. Then I pull the trigger to make sure it's tight, and then I test it for any wobble, okay? So then that's the release button, and I put it away. I already have my other big one over here, so that was just to show you how to use some simple tools. Okay, so I am going to hit the release lever over here. I'm going to slide this out because I already have marked. I know, try not to have your cut be that the weight is on this side. Try to maintain most of the weight where it's gripped, okay? Even if you have to flip things around, make sure the weight's on this side, not on this side, and that's a safety thing. Okay, I already have it marked right here. These cuts don't matter exactly. Otherwise, I would have had a T-square and done everything properly. But I don't need to. I just need two quick cuts, and I don't want to use a handsaw. All right, so picking it up, 2 fingers on each side, nothing on the trigger, cord out of the way. This is trimmed. Everything's locked down. I have a laser light on this that I can turn on and use, but this is a rough cut. All right, cords out of the way, legs out of the way, ready, get near the line. So here's the finger on that safety. Okay, here we go. And for my safety and my dogs, I just held it until it stops. Never move a saw while it's still spinning. I've seen people really cut their legs that way. All right, one of the other things you should have around your house, just in case you do cut yourself, is QuikClot, and I know that personally. So there's my 2 cuts. There's my video, how to use a circular saw. All right, cheers.